Hi Gemini, and welcome to your monthly reading for February. This is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. So if your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Gemini, this is your reading. Also welcome to all the cross watchers. I'm using my Magic Soul Tarot today to lay out the Celtic cross. We're also going to use the Moonology Oracle cards to pull another energy for you to get more guidance for your February. What are the energies for Gemini? Gemini in February. All right. The Lovers, but the Lovers is also your card, so you might feel very much in your energy, in your element. Let's see what else. Then we have the Queen of Wands. The King of Swords. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Ouch. The Four of Swords. The Two of Swords. A lot of swords here. Oh, the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is a typical Gemini reading with a lot of thoughts, a lot of overthinking happening. Another, like, seriously, I can't remember ever having like so many swords. But your hope is for the Ace of Wands. And we're moving into the Hanged Man. The advice is strength. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we're going to put this here. Let's put this here as well. Okay. We're going to clarify a few cards, I think. Once we're there. So the main energy with the Lovers. All right. So having the Ten of Swords in your emotions, I don't actually feel like the Lovers say that you feel like in your element, because I do feel like the way you feel is going to be a little bit bruised, maybe. So the Lovers can talk about a love relationship that plays a big part here, or a relationship in general. It's about the relationships that we have with ourselves and with others. So the relationship that you have with yourself could be important in this month. So there might be an important element of self-care. Especially since the Queen of Pentacles is the advice, and that's a very nurturing energy. So for some of you, it's very important in the month of February to really nurture yourself and do good things that feel good, that make you feel good, that make you feel a little bit more like yourself again. I feel like that's an important part. With the Queen of Wands, that there might be a lack of energy, a lack of creativity, a lack of confidence, especially again with the Ten of Swords being here. I do feel like either something has ended, or I mean, if you think about how the Ten of Swords feels, it is an end. Yes, there might have been a radical ending, something that was quite difficult. It's also the end of a difficult phase. I absolutely love this card, by the way, where she sits in the battlefield with all the swords around her. So, but this is about, even though this is about an ending, usually this is about an ending of what's going on here, the Nine of Swords, and overthinking, something that, a thought that terrorized you, something that was going on and on and on in your mind, where you had sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, where you scared yourself, where you created anxiety within you with overthinking. And this, with the Ten of Swords, is the energy of, okay, it's done now. It's done. I'm super tired. I mean, especially if you look at those cards. And I feel like this is what happened in a way, that you were in the dark night. It doesn't need to be like the dark night of the soul, but there was something where you were worrying and overthinking, and it didn't really help you. It actually created more anxiety and more fears and more doubts within you. So as you can see, this is the darkest card. This is most of the time the darkest card in the whole tarot. What you can see here is, even though it is still quite dark, there is light. So that tells me that the light is coming back. This really difficult phase of overthinking, or the situation that just terrorized you, or where you terrorize yourself with your overthinking and thoughts, has come to an end. The overthinking has come to an end. And when you stay up all night and worry, of course, at the break of dawn, you're going to be exhausted. So this is an energy that we have in your emotions and how you feel. So what I do feel here is that there is the energy of, oh, I feel so exhausted. It was so difficult. And at the same time, while this might refer to a relationship in your life or the relationship that you have with yourself, I also feel like there's some sort of choice. Why? Because it's coming towards you again. So there's something connected where it feels like you need to make a decision where you feel, or where it says this must feel right to you. Don't let anybody make that choice for you, because it's you. Nobody can tell you what to do. Your life is for you to decide. So what feels right to you? What's the choice you're making right now? Again, it could refer to a relationship, but it could also then underline the relationship that you have with yourself. Are you denying yourself something? Are you not saying yes to something because of fears, worries, and anxieties, or about the idea of what other people could think? And so that's what I'm getting here. The Queen of Wands also could be another person. Doesn't necessarily need to be a woman, but there might be a drama queen around you. Somebody who is emotional, like very emotional, very dramatic. And so that beside the fact that you might not feel as confident, and that might be simply it might also mean that there is some sort of drama queen around that is part of that scenario that is building up here. When the Queen of Wands is here in that position, since the queens are help and support in terms of motivation and inspiration, maybe you're not getting the support from somebody, as in somebody might not be very motivating or inspiring here, where you feel like, oh, I thought you would stand behind me and boost me and boost my confidence, and this is what you do with people, right? You're like, come on, you can do it, I believe in you. That's the Queen of Wands. But maybe you're not getting it from a person where you thought you should get it. At the same time, you yourself might just feel like experience a lack of energy, which I do see here as well. So you feel a little bit exhausted. There was already a time out. There was already the energy of, I need a time, I need a break, I need a time out, I need time to think, I need time to get back into my energy, I need time to heal. So you're coming out of that energy of a break, taking time out, going on a retreat, meditating, doing practices like yoga, meditation, etc., things that bring you more back to yourself. Which is why I think, even though this might be a situation connected to somebody else or connected to something outside of you, at the same time it feels very important, the relationship that you have with yourself. And so I feel like you have taken time to feel more again like yourself and to come back into your energy. But then there are still some aspects in February that I feel could be a little bit difficult. The King of Swords here, what are you thinking about? I do feel like you're going to get clarity. You might, if this is not you gaining clarity or speaking your truth, then the King of Swords tells me that you might be thinking of getting help in terms of somebody who's very knowledgeable, somebody who might know how to communicate, somebody who knows how to strategize, somebody who just knows something and who can give you an advice. So maybe you're looking for advice from somebody who's very knowledgeable or can help you in communicating something or finding the right strategy to move forward. The Two of Swords in the near future also, that's the aspect again where I feel like there's an important decision that you need to make. With the Two of Swords, however, it feels like you can't really see how to make that decision. Like sometimes the Two of Swords can talk about use your intuition. If you cannot see what the right choice is, maybe you find it in your heart. Go back to your heart. What does your heart tell you? What does your intuition tell you if you cannot see? But again, it also comes back to maybe there's somebody who can help you to make that choice or help you to gain clarity here. So the Two of Swords beside of that could also mean that there's a difficult choice. Again, there is a choice that you're going to make from the heart, something that feels right to you. But at the same time, this choice might not be the easiest path. So following your heart, following what feels right, is not necessarily the path of least resistance. It can sometimes be quite difficult, because sometimes we need to make choices that have consequences and that are not only just fluffy and nice, but when they feel right to do, then that's the path you need to take. So there might be some sort of difficult choice here. And maybe this is why you are in the energy of the Nine of Swords, because you know you need to decide upon something. And maybe you're gaining that clarity. You're not feeling very confident about it, but you're like, okay, it's difficult, but I need to do it. And you're like, I don't want to do it. It's like, oh, do I really need to do that? Or maybe frightening yourself again. I feel like for Gemini in the month of February, it's important that you come back to that energy. I know it's the energy that's in the past, but I feel like meditation or anything that helps you to anything that helps you really to get back into your energy is going to support you. You need to get out of the carousel of thoughts of maybe envisioning horror scenarios. You need to stop thinking about those horrible thoughts that you have about that situation. I feel like you are exhausting yourself with that. What's outside of you? Very interesting. King of Swords here, outside of you, Ace of Swords. I do feel like from the outside is coming a solution. Somebody is helping you, somebody supporting you with clarity, with clear communication, with a solution, with a strategy. So something is going to clear up and it's going to be some sort of breakthrough. You are hoping with the Ace of Wands here, which is quite interesting because the only other one card that we have is here, which is the Queen. And the Queen is also in the position of challenge. So what I feel like with the Ace of Wands is that you hope to be inspired, that you hope to be motivated, or that you hope to gain more energy or more confidence. Maybe you're like, oh, I wish I would just have a bit more confidence, a bit more power, a bit more energy to actually pull through with this decision. Or you say, oh, I wish I would just feel inspired, because that might be something that is lacking here as well, that you feel like, oh, I just hope and wish for getting this spark of inspiration. Also, if this is connecting to a relationship that is not just your relationship, but somebody else might be involved, there might be a lack of passion, a lack of passion in that sense. So maybe you're hoping for the fire of passion to be reignited within that relationship. Before, we haven't clarified anything, have we? So let's do that now. What are you worrying about? The Nine of Swords, please. What are you worrying about? What's Gemini worrying about here? Everything. I hear everything. Gemini is worrying about everything. The justice, you're worrying about a choice. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. So you are overthinking a choice. You're thinking and thinking and thinking. And then you're like, maybe I just need to wait a little bit longer. Maybe it's not the right time. Is it the right time? Is it not? Do I need to wait? Maybe things are developed. Am I going to put more energy into that situation? Am I going to put more work into this situation? Am I going to gain out of this situation what I hope for? Will the situation become successful? Is that the right choice? And yeah. Especially because I feel like you want to be fair, you want to be just, you want to make the right choice. And either you know the choice that you would need to make because your heart tells you what to do, or maybe you're just like literally confused about this and maybe you don't really know what the right choice is. And this is why you feel so overwhelmed here. Again, I feel outside of you, there's somebody or something that is going to clarify things for you. Shall we have a look into the choice? I mean, I suppose you as a Gemini already know. But obviously I'm curious. I do not know what your choice here is, what this is about. So I'm a bit nosy. So I'm going to look into that Two of Swords. What's the Two of Swords about? What's the Two of Swords about? What's the Two of Swords about? Could be about money, finances, stability. About holding on. Maybe you're thinking about, should I hold on or should I let go? Which is interesting because then you have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man can indicate a letting go. That's not the main energy and not the essence of the lesson that the Hanged Man carries. But since we do have like a theme here, the question you could ask yourself, holding on or letting go, investing any more time, energy, money, finances, etc., or letting go of that. The Hanged Man then can talk about you might decide to let go of something. On the other hand, the Hanged Man could also talk a little bit about a stalemate again. So maybe you just feel stuck and you're really looking for the answers. The thing is, with the Hanged Man, through changing your perspective, the answer could come quite quickly. It could come in an instant. But unless you have changed the perspective onto the situation or yourself, you might not be able to see this answer that would be available otherwise straight away. So if the Hanged Man implies that you're moving into an energy where you changed your perspective, that might mean that the answers you were seeking are coming relatively soon over here. The Queen of Pentacles again says you could ask for help. The Queen of Pentacles is the advice, so the energy might be connected to ask for help, ask for financial help, ask for a helping hand. Whatever it is that you need help with, ask for help. It can also talk about nurturing something now. Nurture yourself, nurture your family, nurture your business, nurture your finances. Whatever you want to grow, you need to take care of this now and nurture it. And therefore, there's also the energy of you need to take care of this now. Don't hesitate, take care of this now. Then we do have Strength here. And the Strength card can talk about be patient. I think I said it in one of the other readings that I've done. In Germany, we have a saying that I always say on my German channel when I talk about the Strength card. It's like, in der Ruhe liegt die Kraft. The strength lies within staying calm and patient. So this talks about an inner strength that might be needed to stay calm, be patient. Also, I get a very nurturing vibe again. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. All right, let's see, what is the next energy? Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so full moon in Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Libra here. These are the main energies from the major arcana. I mainly use the major arcana for zodiacs because otherwise I feel like more often we have the court cards here, which then implies basically every zodiac, any earth sign, any air sign here, any fire sign, and that means basically we have everything here. So I personally like to use the major arcana cards as in clarifying a zodiac. When I talk about the zodiacs, I talk about the main energies as in sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, or Venus sign. So here we have the full moon in Sagittarius, and it's important for you to look at the bigger picture. I do feel like you are looking at details. You're looking at details, at small things, and this is not what it is about. Maybe you need to widen your view onto the situation. Look onto the situation with a bird's eye view and look at the bigger picture. That seems to be important here as well. And maybe this is what's going to help you to see things from a different perspective. Isn't that interesting? Because usually you think about, okay, I look from a different perspective, and that's literally saying, again, look at the bigger picture, which means bird eye view, which again is a different perspective. So I do feel like this is very important for you, that you look at the situation from a different perspective. All right, Gemini, this is your reading. I hope it's going to support you in the month of February. If it does, it would be lovely if you could support my channel to grow as well. You can do this with liking this video or subscribing to the channel. Feel free to share this video if you feel like anybody could benefit from this information. And I'm looking forward to see you next time.